But thank you guys for getting on with us tonight. We really appreciate you taking some time out of your Thursday night to sit on a call with us and hang out with us. So we really appreciate you guys just hanging out with us and being with us all day. So that group that we have going on in the event page is awesome. We have a lot of stuff going on about everything from how we earn money, things, on how to sign up, how to get involved, what's required of you, what's required of us as your coach, and how we can actually help you guys. So in that group, we kind of broke things down for you guys a little bit more, but tonight we're just going to kind of go through a little bit more into detail about a few things. And then what we're going to do is we're going to tell you a little bit more exactly what you would need to do if you were to sign up with us tonight, which is super exciting. What another really cool thing is all of the people that are on live tonight will have a chance to win some free prizes. Prizes are awesome. So thank you guys again for getting on. So that's one thing that we're going to announce later at the end of our call too, is a prize. But what we're going to do is now is I'm not here by myself either, which is really exciting. I am co-hosting this call with my success partner, peer coach, best friend, my person, Stacey.
Yeah.
So we're going to kind of go back and forth a little bit and just kind of explain a lot of things to you guys. But I'm going to pass it over to Stacey, and she's going to talk a little bit more.
So my 4-year-old is asking me for paper at the moment, so we might have to deal with him soon. So I have been a coach for 2.5 years. It'll be 3 years in May. I found coaching because I started doing Insanity right after, well, it wasn't even right after. My son was 2. And growing up, I was super passionless. I never really loved anything. Kind of wanted to be a teacher. I didn't want to go to school for it, blah, blah, blah. So I found Insanity, really wanted Shakeology, was positive I could not afford it. I was living with my parents at the time as a single mom, had to move back home at 23, super depressed, really wanted Shakeology bad. And so I was that person that emptied my bank account to buy a challenge pack, and I signed up as a coach, not really knowing what I was doing at all, but my goal was I had to make that money back. I didn't have extra money to spend. I had to make it back. And I did. I dove headfirst in to the training that was given to us that we'll talk a little bit more about later in this call. Dove headfirst in, and now this is my full-time job, which is just mind-blowing to me. Meredith and I are getting ready to go on an earned cruise on Saturday, and okay, come here. Oh, Mare, go ahead. How did you find it?
That's so cute. Hi, Hayden. So that's some real life, right? Like we all have things going on. So I don't remember what Stacey was saying, but yeah, we're getting ready to go on our cruise. Tomorrow we leave, which is really exciting. So for me, if you guys don't know that much about me and how I found Beachbody, it was actually because of my fiance. He was doing Insanity when we first met, and I was not a fitness person. I hated working out, and I did not like anything Insanity style. I tried Insanity with him, and I lasted about 5 minutes, and that was kind of it. And I didn't pick that program up again for another 2 years. But because of him, he introduced me to this whole Beachbody world. But I never ended up signing up as a coach for another 6 or 7 months because I just didn't really understand what coaching really was. I didn't get how I was going to earn money. And the only thing that was going through my mind was, who's going to buy a DVD program for me when I can't even do a workout myself? I was not fit. I couldn't even do a push-up on my knees. I barely worked out. I did Zumba a few times, And I just kept thinking, like, who's going to want any advice from me? Like, how am I going to be a coach? And how can I give back to people when I can't even do anything myself? So that was sort of my mentality. And that's probably why I didn't sign up for 6-7 months. And then the night that I signed up, my fiance was like, what are you doing? And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to get P90X in Shakeology. I had no idea what P90X was. I didn't know anything, but I knew, like, deep down, like, I needed to do this coaching thing. So whatever that was, I knew I needed to do.
And also, when growing up, I was one of those people that was always online, like always in chat rooms. And like, I used to always get in trouble because I would sneak on the internet late at night to talk to my friends. And my mom always joked, and she's still now, she's like, here you go. Like, you found your job and you've always been kind of an online person. And I am the world's biggest introvert. I'm so introverted. And so when I signed up, I was like, I'm not going to be successful at this. I don't know many people. I hate making friends. So I thought, until you find your little tribe of friends, if that makes any sense. And the cool thing about this is you can pick and choose who you work with. And my dog is just being an asshole right now too. You get to pick and choose who you work with. Majority of my coaches I have found on Instagram, which is pretty cool. There's just so many ways to meet new people. And I'm sure you're all wondering, I'm just going into my basement. That's what I'm doing. Wondering what we do as coaches every day. And Meredith and I now are at home all day working our business. But I know that there are a couple people on this call who do this part-time. So my day kind of starts, I don't set an alarm. I'm terrible and I should wake up earlier, but I don't because I just love sleep so much. I wake up, get my son ready for school. He goes to school Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. He's home with me Monday and Fridays. And I choose just to work during his nap time. I check in with my challengers. I check in with my coaches. I literally all day, Meredith and I talk to new people and share what we're doing. That's what this whole thing is about. So many of us, and to this day, I sometimes overthink the entire business, but honestly, it's just about meeting new people and making friends.
So that's sort of something that I do now too. So when I first started, obviously this isn't something that you can jump right into and expect to do full time. You do need to put in the work. It will take time. I'm going on over 3 years as a coach, and I do this full time. So the majority of my day is just like what Stacy said. Like, I'm constantly talking to people. I'm constantly checking in and stuff. But when Stacy said, I don't set alarms, I mean, wouldn't you want that to be your job? Like, what would you do for that to be your life? You know, like, if you guys can just think about that for a second, I was like, oh man, wouldn't that be bomb? Every day, right? No alarm. You're on your own schedule. You do what you want to do because you've put in that work and that effort to build a business.
And when I first started as a coach, I went all in. And I remember when Hayden was sleeping, I would lay next to him and I was on my phone. He was asleep. I was on my phone starting new conversations until like the middle of the night. Second I'd wake up, I'd start new conversations. It would just be literally like when I was on the toilet. Like when I just had a free 2 minutes, I would start a new conversation. And so the thing I love most about this job is that you can literally do it from anywhere. If you had, like, moms know the bathroom time, like that, it may be your only time alone for the entire day. So just taking advantage of those little moments can truly grow your business over time, which is so cool.
And then eventually you'll get to that point where you don't have to set those alarms every day. And you can make your own schedule and you can pick what days you work. So that's another thing that we're able to do right now in our business, is that we can set our own hours and our times and our schedules of when we're going to work and when we're not going to work. So I know that a lot of times you guys always are like, okay, so, what's required of me to get to that point where I am earning an actual income? So like Stacey said, like, every little day, every little chance that you have is an opportunity for you to be working your business. So when you first start out, I usually always tell my team, when you first sign up as a coach, expect to give about 3 to 5 hours a week. So here's the thing though. If you want this to work and you want it to work fast and you want to sign up and then just sort of run kind of a thing, 3 to 5 hours is like a minimum. But that's over an entire week. I mean, that's not a day. So if you can find these little bits and pieces of times to chunk out where you can give us maybe like a half an hour here and there, like those things are going to really add up, and over time it's going to compound effect basically. So one thing that you're going to do is you will sign up for our training. So our team has awesome trainings. So you will not be alone when you sign up. When you sign up, basically, you're going to go through your trainings. I'm going to also even pass it over to another one of our coaches on the team soon, because we're going to talk about a few things that are like what we call non-negotiables. So there are 3 things that you should do every single day to at least ensure that you are guaranteed success, basically. The first thing is what we call product of the product, and that means doing the workout. So your first thing that you have to do as a Beachbody coach is take care of yourself. The first thing that you have to do is do your workout and go drink Shakeology and make yourself a healthy meal. Like
that, and let me just chime in real quick. That is when human nature just comes in, and your friends will instantly, once they start seeing a change in you, people will start asking you what you're doing and start noticing a difference.
Yeah. It's just like a natural ripple effect. Like, when you haven't seen a girlfriend in a really long time and then you meet up for lunch and you're like, girl, you're looking good. What are you doing? I need to get on that. She's like, oh, I'm taking this pill, blah, blah, blah. You're like, get me 5 of those pills, right? Like, been there. And that's the same thing. Like, if you're just doing the program and you're just taking care of yourself and sticking to it, that's mainly, honestly, the number one thing that you have to do. The other thing that coaches are responsible for, that is a non-negotiable, is just meeting new friends, like Stacey was saying earlier. Just talking to people. I mean, I'm totally okay with talking to people all day long. I can have a conversation anywhere at any time. And then the last one, I'm going to actually unmute one of our other coaches on the team, because the last one is really, really important, and it's something that I don't think a lot of people truly value, and it's personal development. And when we talk about personal development, it's honestly something more than what you think. Because when I first heard of personal development, I was like, I don't have time for that.
I thought it was like a crock of shit. I was like, yeah. I don't need that. Like,
I need a self-help book.
Yes.
Helpful myself. But Sherry is here, so I'm going to actually unmute her, and she's going to talk about the power of PD just real quick, so you guys can kind of understand why when you do sign up with us on our team, it's going to be a focal point.
Thanks, Sherry. Hey, everybody. Good evening. So, okay, personal development. I'll be quick about this, but there's a few layers that I like to hit on personal development. And look at personal development. It's not about necessarily what book you pick up and read, but it's about when you start to do your own personal work. So when you sign up as a coach and you start to embrace not only your own personal journey, because a lot of times this whole experience is new to us. Not only are we trying to start a business, but we're trying to actually start our own path in life as well. So you're embracing fitness, maybe you're embracing changing your nutrition, and that in itself is a lot of change, which creates growth, but it can be very overwhelming. So the other layer that we add in as coaches, which is really like the essence, I think, that makes your business completely excel is the personal development. And you've got a couple different types of personal development. It might be more business leadership related when it comes to certain books that you read, or you also have the, the self-help books. So just for example, I'm trying to look what I have over there. A business related book could be, a John Maxwell book on 15 laws to leadership. So you read a book like that, and that's going to give you those skills to be able to feel confident being a leader. How do you share your business? It's going to teach you how to sell without selling. It's those type of skills that you'll utilize. Or if you've ever heard of Grant Cardone or Darren Hardy, listening to them, it's that motivational, it's that, it's that business mindset that really gets you pumped up and excited about your business and your product. With the self-help side of things, that's more of that personal work. We all have our own personal struggles. So it could be confidence. It could be low self-esteem. It could be doubting ourselves. It could be living our life through fear. It could be thinking we're not good enough. You get the point. But these are all of these layers that we have to start peeling back, because look at it like this. Like, we're like this, like, lotus flower waiting to bloom, and the thing that I love about the lotus flower is, like, it's one of the most beautiful flowers that blooms in, like, the muckiest, like, most disgusting, like, cesspool of water. I mean, that's really like the essence. And it's like, it starts here and it's like, it creates like this, it blossoms, but it sits like basically in this pile of poo, So we're like trying to crack out of our shell and like take ourselves out of our pile of poo. But here's the whole thing though. Like, no matter what we're trying to do in life, like, it always begins with us. So if we don't feel good about ourselves and we're not consistent with what we're doing, nothing else is really going to energetically flow. Because, and that's actually what I love about Beachbody. The 3 vital behaviors are key. I mean, doing the work, being a product of your product, focusing on your personal development. It's actually really simple, and it's not really work, because if you love it and if you're into it, like, leave like the business. I mean, it is a business, but like, just kind of put that over here for a second and like think about like the money that you can make, or you build your business. That's kind of like the little carrot that dangles over here, because like, that's what you'll eventually get to. But you have to love this part of it to get to there. Because if you don't love the programs, and if you don't love drinking your Shakeology, and if you're not into like changing your lifestyle, like, you won't get to this point, because it actually, for one thing, it won't be authentic. And that'll come through, like, when we're naturally like posting things and talking about things and sharing our story and our journey, like, people really do feel that. And I mean, and I know we probably hear it all the time, your vibe attracts your tribe, but it's so true. And honestly, it's like taking time to feel everything and not forcing anything. And sharing the good and bad. And even like, Janelle Summers, who's a very, very successful Beachbody coach, she did a national wake-up call a few weeks ago. And I love when she said, it's like, don't think that everything that you share has to be perfect, because actually at the end of the day, it's just a bunch of BS anyways. Like, people see through that. We're not meant to be perfect. I mean, like I said, it's like people that can see like our messy part of things, that's what draws them to us, as well as seeing like the fun part of things and being able to pick our own hours or work from home. Like, it all starts to tie in together. But the essence is of just like, you got to feel good about yourself. You've got to embrace the whole journey. And then it's like everything starts to unfold and happen, and I mean, I always actually love that thing, feel everything, force nothing. I might talk about it in all my yoga classes I teach and everything, because by nature, we naturally want to force things, because it's like, we want things so bad. I mean, I'm so guilty of that. I'm extremely type A, like, I'm super structured, and I'm always like, I want that. Like, I have to get here. And in the process, I miss like the whole experience, because I'm forcing everything. When I learn to like take a step back, and I go back to my personal development, and I just do my work, and I listen, and I calm the hell down, and I share authentically and this and that, then everything starts to organically happen. So, and trust me, if you ever want to hear about mistakes being made, you can message me, because I've made so many of them, not just with this, just in life in general. You know, it's like, I'm kind of like the queen of fuck up over here, not going to lie.
In life.
But anyways, personal development, embrace it, like love it. Even like Meredith and Stacy said, it's like, I don't need that stuff. You know, I go to church on Sunday. I do this. I believe in God. I pray. I meditate. Continue to do all of that stuff. Just pick up some good stinking books or listen to some podcasts. There's so many people out there. You know, we all have our faves. I mean, you can't beat listening to Charlene Johnson, but I love Grant Cardone. And like I said, the more spiritual side, Gabby Bernstein, Marianne, you know, Williamson. I mean, there's just, you know, embrace it all and dabble here and there, because that is what really like starts to shift up here. You know, mindset is everything. Not even, I mean, just everything in general. You know, as soon as your feet hit the ground running in the morning, you have the right to choose how you're going to feel that day. You can be angry, you can be happy, you can be sad, you can be joyful, you can do your workout, you can skip your workout, you can eat healthy, you can pound a large pizza. I mean, you name it. We have the right to choose anything that we want to do. And just remember, if you choose the pizza and you skip the workout, it's all good. Don't feel guilty about it, because tomorrow's another day. You go back to that mindset and you shift it all again.
Exactly. And that's the thing too, when it comes to coaching, like we're all that way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're all going to have those bad days. We're all going to have those things. And that's how like personal development can also tie you back in. Because if you do have a bad day or you fuck up, it's okay. And that's the cool thing too. Like, I mean, being a Beachbody coach, you get so much. You'll get a community. You'll get the people that just understand that, just like Sherry said, it's okay.
Yeah.
You can just pick right back up.
And that's the thing. This is like community. You know, it's like, no, we're not here to judge. Like, we're all here to support each other with our posts. We all have the same intention. We're like, that's what I actually love about Beachbody and being a coach, is that as many coaches that I'm on Facebook with through, you know, Stacy and Meredith's group, like none of us are competing with any of us. We're all supporting one another, because we're all attracting and targeting different people. So we can like support each other, give the high fives, killer job. I mean, just remember that it's, you know, we get in that mindset too, like it's a saturated market. No one's going to want to follow me. No one's going to want to buy my stuff. I mean, it's just not true, you know, consistency, mindset, and just dedication, you know, and it takes a little time. It doesn't happen overnight, but I mean, honestly, you never have to feel threatened at all. And that's what's so great about being in a community like this, because we're all just here to motivate each other. We're not here to, you know, stab each other, you know, behind, you know, what is it, in the back? I haven't used that term since I was like 8th grade or something, but you get the point. Yeah.
So that's something that is going to be also required of you guys as a coach, is checking in on groups and being a part of the team. So there's a bunch of things that are required as a coach. Things like, you know, helping anybody that you sign up with and running challenge groups and being there for people. So if you if you help somebody and they get Shakeology, it's sort of like your job now to be like, hey, did you have your Shake-O today? Are you drinking water? Like, how are you doing? Right? Sorry, I didn't mean to make it. It's like one of those things where it's like, now you are helping somebody. So it's just an extra form of accountability.
Yeah.
Did you want to add something, Stacey? You look like you were about to talk.
Well, you said something about challenge groups, and I know when I first heard the word challenge group, if I wasn't in one, it scared me. I was like, challenge group? I can't run a group by myself. What is so cool about Beachbody is we have our own coach online office. It's online. It's on our website. They do everything for us. We get paid weekly. They direct deposit our money. They keep all of our customers in order for us. We don't ship out anything. They ship out everything. They take people's shipping and billing info. We don't hold any product. And they have all of everything you would ever want or need to know about any product that they carry. You can just go and click and read all about it. They also have challenge group guides, which is literally day 1 to day whatever. And I take the posts and I tweak them to make them me. And you have a group there for you. Oh, the baby. You have a group and you have posts, and it's just, they give you all the tools you need to succeed. You just have to use them, which I think is amazing. They want us all to succeed. They give us everything we could possibly need.
And that's the cool thing. I mean, Beachbody has everything already for you guys. It's just one of those things where you have to go do it. So Stacy mentioned that we get paid on Thursdays. So every Thursday is payday. And the cool thing is it's all direct deposit, and I just can't with McKenna. I just don't even know what I'm saying. She's just too cute. So the cool thing is we do get paid every Thursdays. Now how the pay works with Beachbody is you do get retail commission, but you also earn cycle bonuses. So the retail commission, you can earn anywhere from 25 to 35% retail. And then you also can earn team cycle bonuses. So team cycle bonuses are one of those things that make sense when you're in it. It's really hard to explain. It took me about over a year and a half to fully understand it because I had to see it happening. But basically, it's you and your team working together to create what we call volume. And when you reach a certain number in your volume, you earn team cycle bonuses. So this is where that residual income is happening. And this is where Stacy can take those days off and only work during nap time with Hayden.
It's where Meredith and I can go on a cruise and we'll be paid on the Thursday that we're on the ocean.
Right. And we're not even connected to Wi-Fi. We're on the ocean. Yeah. And
so the more you work together with your team and all set goals together and reach your goals, it's truly a team effort. And growing up, I didn't have good girlfriends. They were all mean girls. These girls that we're with are, once you have the same vision and you're working towards the same goal of helping people every single day, it's just amazing the things that can happen. And when you work together and set goals together, how far you can truly go.
That's crazy. So we're going to just go over one more thing, and then we're going to open it up for a live Q&A section. So one thing that I know I get asked almost all the time is what exactly is needed of me to sign up? What do I have to do right now today to become this coach? And then when I become a coach, what happens? Okay.
Wait, what is the first coach who signs up going to get?
Oh, yeah. So one of our gifts, we've got a bunch of Fixate books. So the Fixate book is an awesome cookbook that we have. We also have team shirts.
I have a performance pack sampler. So it's basically one serving. Beachbody has a new performance line that I'm obsessed with. It's an pre-workout. During the workout, it's basically like a healthy Gatorade. A post-workout, which is a chocolate protein that seriously tastes like chocolate. Yoo-hoo. It's amazing. And then the creatine is different than the sleeping one, right? The nighttime one, right? I think. There's two more. I can't remember what they are. I do know one of them tastes like...
one, which is the nighttime one, and the creatine's different. You're right.
Yes. I've never tried the creatine. But the nighttime one helps your muscles recover and tastes like an oatmeal raisin cookie. So I have a sampler pack of that as well.
Yeah. So those are some of the prizes that we're going to be giving away. Okay, so when you become a coach, so what you're going to need to do is when you sign up as a coach, the best way to sign up is through getting what's called a challenge pack. So a challenge pack is a program of your choice, and it's bundled up with Shakeology. So whatever flavor of Shakeology you want, and a program that you choose. So your program that you choose, you're going to choose it with your coach, whether it's Stacy, me, Sherry, whoever. And basically, you're going to talk about your goals, what you really are struggling with, what you really want, your lifestyle, how much time you have, things like that. And you'll customize and you'll pick a program together. And then you're going to sign up as a coach. So you want to sign up as a challenge pack customer, like as a coach, because that way you'll get a brand new program, you'll get your Shakeology, but then you'll also get your coach fee waived. So there will be no coach fee. Everything's kind of all included, and you'll get a starter kit, your program, Shakeology, all sent to you. So then the second you sign up, what's going to happen is you'll get a few emails from Beachbody and then also from the team. So you'll get your emails, and then basically right away, you're going to be invited to our team page on Facebook, and then your training starts. You'll probably have a one-on-one call with whoever you sign up with, just to kind of talk about some goals and just to get to know each other a little bit better. And then you go right into trainings, and we have a great training in place already, and it's all through email. There are accountability groups. You can find accountability partners and buddies to kind of do these trainings with, and it's basically just really fun, easygoing, and the trainings are very specific, and you kind of are like, okay, here's your training, here's a quick video to watch, and then here's some daily action steps. So when you sign up, you're not going to be left all alone. Like that, for me, that was a very big scare. I was going to sign up and then just kind of be like that girl that's like wandering around asking people to buy DVDs from me. Like, you will not be that person, so don't worry. We go through all of that stuff. I mean, we go through trainings on how to use Instagram and Facebook and even Snapchat, right? Like all of it. So
how to make your pictures pretty, where to find people to talk to, like
all
it just
of the
goes
things.
on and on.
If you have no friends, like how to make friends. Oh, I have Tom locked out. Sorry. Be right back. I'm coming.
It just goes, we go over literally every question, every concern. My biggest concern obviously was how I was going to meet people. That's talked about, and so many ideas are given. What do we do next? I feel like that's it. Like after, then you go through your training, you're in the team page, and you're just running wild.
Become a rock star, and then you can go on trips with us. You get to earn trips and prizes, and you hang out with people, and you have calls like this once a week, and you just get to meet some awesome people. And that's kind of what coaching pretty much is in a nutshell. Basically, you have 3 things that you have to do every single day, and 2 of those things are about you. Okay. Does anybody have any questions? Because we can unmute and ask away. There is a $15.95 monthly fee as a coach. I don't think I mentioned that.
No, you didn't.
So what happens when you sign up? So like Stacey was saying earlier, there's this thing called our Coach Online Office. It basically houses all of our trainings, all of our PDFs, everything imaginable is here. You also get 3 websites that you can customize. So these 3 websites are also included in that $15.95 a month.
And to me, at first I was like, I'm not $15.95. I'm not paying that every month. I will tell you right now, the fact that Beachbody handles and keeps track of everything for us is worth the $15.95. The fact that we don't have to host parties and fill out order forms and figure out the tax and do all of that and then deliver each thing. Like, no, there's just, it's amazing. It's just no BS, straight to the person.
Yeah.
Quick and simple.
Easy. I mean, you could literally run your business through your phone. Like, you don't even need to own a computer. You can do everything through your phone if you had to. Does anybody have any questions? It doesn't have to be about a call. It could be about from a post earlier. You want me to sing? It's all right. Well, I'm going to stop recording, and then you guys are all going to get crazy and ask tons of questions. Okay. All right. I'm going to stop recording. So what we're going to do is tomorrow we're going to announce our winners in the team in that event page.